Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So how's Atlanta?
Atlanta's great. Atlanta took some getting used to. It's new for us. We've only been there 2 years, but I'm loving Atlanta. I'm really liking the music scene there. I'm liking what I see there in terms of the lifestyle, and just everything is kind of all come together for us.
Okay. Now you're originally from California, right?
Yes, I am.
When you sort of lived everywhere from the LA and the Inland Empire and the Bay Area and near San Francisco, and now and I think you lived in Phoenix for a while too, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
lived in Phoenix for 2 years.
Okay.
Then back to San Francisco, the Bay Area.
Awesome.
And now Atlanta for the last 2 years.
So the music scene in Atlanta, is it welcoming you?
Yes, even more so than I had. My chances that I had in San Francisco were okay, but the music scene in Atlanta is just its own unique experience.
Okay.
I found that, you know, the minute I put my name out there, here come the musicians asking for players. And me being a piano/keyboard player, there's always a need for more keyboard players. And if you can sing, that makes it even the demand for you even higher. So the demand came for me for my voice as well as my ability to play the music. And it's all happening now. It's all coming together.
It's coming together.
All the pieces are there now.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
In Atlanta, it is a little bit competitive. Would you say?
Yeah, I would say, but there's always a need for more music.
Okay.
So even though there's a lot of musicians playing at different clubs and different spaces, there's always another need to hear a new sound or a different sound or a different band. So not having trouble finding places and spots to play.
Sure.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the band that you're with. I know you probably worked with a few different artists, you know, in the last few years, but who are you with now and what is the style all about?
Okay, our style is basically R&B, maybe a little bit of jazz thrown in, but more or less old school 80s, 90s R&B. Okay. So any of the big time bands that you've heard of, such as SOS Band, Luther Vandross, Anita Baker. So either solo artists or bands that you may have heard of in the 80s and 90s. Okay. We're playing that. We're playing a lot of their music.
What's the name of the group? The band?
Project 211.
Nice. You're recently new to this ensemble.
Yeah.
Have you started gigging yet, or is it still sort of in the stages of sort of, I guess, working it out?
We're just about to do our first gigs at the end of this month.
Okay.
This coming month. Yes.
Okay. What's the instrumentation in the band?
Okay. We have myself as one of the keyboard players.
Okay.
I have another friend of mine named Gus, Gus is another keyboard player.
Okay.
Our band leader, that's Rick. Rick is our bass player. Okay. And we have Peanut, who's our drummer.
Nice.
And we have another lead singer, and that's Bill. So, and by the way, 3 of us can sing lead, and that would be myself. Okay. And Peanut and Bill. Okay. But we also harmonize.
Gotcha.
As well.
Well, for someone that's been in many, many bands over the years, you know, sometimes we have a great chemistry on the stage, but not off the stage, and vice versa. You know, it just depends. Yeah. Would you say that there is an art form to having harmony when you're putting, you know, so many people with so many ideas together? Is that an art form in your opinion?
I think so. I don't know if let me backtrack. I don't know if I call it so much an art form as it is. I think sometimes you just know when you have a chemistry, and when you know you can feel out the other players in the band, and see where they're at and see what they're thinking. You can just feel it in your playing, and you can tap into one song and know, hey, you know, I feel you on that piece. I feel on what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I know where you're going, and you just know it, and you can feel that chemistry. Okay. And we had a song, probably an old Confunction song, which has now been brought back by Silk Sonic, called Love's Train. Okay. Okay. And we're performing that as well. And we just knew right away when we put that song together as a group, we just felt it. We knew, okay, we're going to be able to perform together, because if we can do a song like this that's sort of complex. It takes a couple of lead singers, some background singing. All the music's got to come together because there's a lot of different changes, and there's a bridge here and another chorus there. We can put this song together. We can do a lot with this band.
Excellent.
So,
You doing any writing these days?
Very little writing right
Okay.
now. I think we're mainly focused on doing a lot of covers right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because we want to continue to put our name out there.
Okay.
So I think this, like I said, this backyard deal at the end of the month, where there's going to be some music execs there, so there's going to be some other bands there, I think is going to help us put ourselves out there. We're going to do just a small, short list of songs, and then we'll move on to what else we're doing in clubs and even in blues clubs later on in August of this year. Yeah.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're looking forward to great things from you, Andre, down in Atlanta. Again, I know that's definitely a hotbed for a lot of creative people.
Yes.
And just hopefully soon, the world will be knowing once you guys get that all formulated.
Right.
You know, we understand that things are sort of on the ground floor now, and you know, everything has to start somewhere. But you know, you and I go way back.
Yes, we do.
Way back. You know what I mean? Decades back.
Yes.
So I know the things that you are potential to do. So we're excited to hear more.
Thank you.
When you know more, let us know at VIEWPHONIC TV what's happening.
All right.
So Andre, thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Blessings to you.
Blessings to you, brother.